Aries, let's get right into your money reading for the month of June 2025. All right, so what do we need to know for the sign of Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Whoa, for the month of June 2025. All right, looks like you have already some new opportunities, okay? New opportunities, Aries. Now, the thing is you're going to have to make a choice, okay? Because I see what you want coming through as it relates to money, maybe your career, but your emotions could be getting in the way of you making a choice. All right, because you're going to have to say no to something, and here it is. Okay, so dare I say, is it going to be like a new job or a new you or both, Aries? Because a new opportunity is coming up, either a new job, new career pivot, or even a new business. But the thing is it's going to require a lot of you. And so it's more about, are you ready to kind of step into that new dynamic, that new version of you that literally attracts whatever they want. And I say that because we have the Empress, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Swords. This is the tricky card here, because this means that in order for you to have exactly what you want financially, career-wise, business-wise, money-wise, you're going to have to let something go. And you're not entirely sure if you're ready for that. Like, you're ready for the money. You're ready for the changes that come with having that money. But emotionally, something's holding you back. Something is making you feel like, I don't know if I want to do this. And this is the struggle that a lot of people deal with when they are tapping into money, tapping into expanding, who they are and what they do. Sometimes we have emotional ties to certain things that hold us back. And that's what I feel like you're going to be moving into this first week of June of 2025, Aries. Now, this doesn't have to be something painful or difficult, but it does come with the realization that something's going to have to change and something's going to have to be let go of. All right, so think about that, because everything you want is coming towards you, Aries. The thing is are you ready to receive it? Are you ready, like I said, for the change that comes with having what you want? And this is the tricky thing that, like I said, literally trips people up. Oh, look at that, the Devil card. Now remember, the Devil card usually brings something to our awareness of how sometimes we self-sabotage. But when he shows up in the reverse, that's actually really good. Okay, so, and look at that, Aries. You got the Tower in reverse. That's a great card, because it means, like, it's not as bad as you think. I mean, it'll take a little getting used to, but it'll be worth it. Okay, so we started off the reading, kind of asking new job, new you, Aries. You could have both. Like, really, you could have both. And when I talk about new job, it doesn't necessarily mean like actual job for some of you. Some of you, this will be stepping into a business. All right, so the Devil card in the reverse, that's fantastic, because it means that we see how we get in our own way and we rectify that. We do the things that need to be done. That's what this Seven of Wands is. The Seven of Wands is a card of responsibility, taking responsibility and taking control. The Tower card means that, the worst is over. As it relates to what you're doing and what you want to do, because the Tower means that you're in that rebuilding, restructuring phase. And sometimes when you step into a new position or a new way of making money, you are restructuring your life to some degree. All right, the Five of Cups means you have no regrets, and then the Two of Wands means you're very excited about the potential and the possibilities in the future. So when we talk about new money coming in, Aries, this is, it's more than that. Yes, money's coming. Yes, this is going to be totally different than what you're used to. But at the end of the day, you're literally becoming a new version of who you are. And when you do that, it creates, like I said, a new dynamic for how and when and where you attract money, how you create your own financial benefits, so to speak. All right. So this is huge. This is powerful. And I do believe that a lot of this has to do with the timing of where we are in the year. June is, we're halfway done through the year. And, this is kind of when a lot of us hit that realization of, we're not getting any younger. Time's not waiting for any of us. And so maybe now is the time to make a move. Maybe now is the time to blossom into our power. Great communication and working solo, working independently. All right, Aries. Yep, you're ready to walk away. And I don't necessarily mean leaving something, but more about energetically disconnecting from something. Because again, that enables you to receive more of what it is that you actually want in the way that you actually want it. So when we're talking about money, again, we've got that card, 5 of Cups, no regrets, being willing to disconnect, to make space for what we actually want. The Queen of Swords, remember, she eliminates the unnecessary. Your communication is on point and you're working independently. Now, because you are in the process of kind of redefining what you want financially, what you want career-wise, Aries, you get really, really clear, and you get very, very, what's the word? Like determined, like specific, as it relates to what you want. All right. Yes, money is, at the end of the day, what we're all striving for. But there's also a certain lifestyle. There's also a certain emotional and mental well-being that comes with that. And that is really what you're after. And so what you're doing is creating all of that. What you're doing is giving you the opportunity to express that in ways that you may have never really considered or maybe shifted into before. This is huge. This is huge, a huge personal growth transformation for you, Aries. Like I really feel not only have you outgrown your current circumstances, but you've outgrown the old version of you. All right, let's see what else shows up for you, Aries, because June is going to be transformative in so many ways. Not only financially, not only in your career, but just, who you are and where you are in life. All right, so what else do we need to know for Aries as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2025? All right, so as is human nature, you're going to have some people who, yes, haters, Aries, but also people who just feel threatened by your growth. People who feel threatened by your expansion. Now, this is normal, okay? Ask any successful person out there. They've all had to deal with this, and you will be dealing with that as well. But it's totally worth it, Aries. I can tell you that. The degree of the success that you're about to step into is going to be totally worth dealing with haters. Let's just lay it out like that. All right, so we got that Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. Travel could be happening for some of you towards the end of the month. This is support. Somebody shows up in the right way. This is money coming in, but it goes right back out. All right, this is good news as it relates to money, but I do believe that the money's coming in and then it's going to go right back out, which is fine. I'd rather have the money come in than not come in at all. Communication, this is the haters right here. All right, communication is strained. People feeling jealous, envious, threatened by you. But again, that's typical. When you're moving and grooving, yeah, people don't like it. People are jealous. People are envious. But that's not your problem, Aries, okay? So just step into your success and keep doing you, because that's really what it's all about. That Justice card means a decision is not made in your favor. However, it benefits you. Okay, so don't panic if something happens and a decision is made and you're like, oh no, that's not what it's supposed to be. Understand that sometimes when things don't work out, it actually plays out to our advantage. And that's what I'm seeing here. All right, Aries, so like I said, not only is this a new chapter for you, this is about you redefining your life financially and in other areas as well. You know, how you're showing up, who you're showing up with, who you're choosing to connect to, who you're choosing to disconnect from. And all of that plays a role in the money that you're making, you know, the career path that you are choosing for yourself. Because this literally is, like I said, a transformative time in your life. But it's really growth, expansion, and everything good as it relates to your money. All right, so I hope you're ready for that, Aries. I hope you are ready for it. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a career and money oracle card. We got the Turtle card. All right, money coming slowly, steady progress, moving for work. What? In good time, long term. Yes, I feel like this just kind of reconfirms everything we talked about in your reading. All right, so that's what I got for you, Aries. That's what I got. Like I said, I hope you are ready for it. All right, I hope this reading was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. And as you know, we'll do it all again next month.